In order to communicate science to the public, we need to go to where the public is. Most people today spend a lot of their time on social media, so it would be a great idea to present our work to them there, in regular, short videos for a maximum impact. The contents of this presentation are the reasons of why it is so crucial to communicate science to the public. I will give you an example presentation. I will give you practical tools of how to record your own videos, and I will also address possible psychological barriers that keep people from self-promoting. What is the purpose of posting on social media? Using social media is vital for researchers, since the public would benefit from being informed about the work done to help solve quite serious issues we are facing in the Mediterranean. Knowing and understanding the issues and the science that could solve them might get people more involved and ready to take action. Another benefit is the protection against misinformation and conspiracy theories. I believe that a big part of the problem with people's fear of getting vaccinated for COVID was lack of widespread education on how vaccines work, how they attack the virus, and their impact on our bodies. Another consequence we see today due to misinformation is people taking down 5G cell towers. When people are not educated, they are more susceptible to conspiracy theories, and any progress scientists make for a better future wouldn't be as impactful. So I would say science communication should become an integral part of a researcher's and any scientist's job. I am a physics teacher. My name is Joanna Penigi, and I started making videos on TikTok for my students about a year ago. But then I found that the general public also shows interests, since, as I'm repeatedly told in the comments, it's not like school physics. People do love science. The problem is that in education, we tend to present things in a dry way with unnecessary details and calculations, and we scare people off. We don't really focus on the overall picture and the everyday applications, and it just seems difficult and boring. In order to get people interested and engaged, the explanation should be easily understandable and aid it with the use of visuals. Also, by being yourself and showing your personality, that's a bonus. People appreciate honesty and originality. The example of science communication presentation that I will give you is about Dali. It's an AI program, and I will take you through what it is. I'll give you some examples of its applications, how it works, and the impact it will have on our lives. So what does Dali do? You write a text description of anything you want. For example, a green train is coming down the tracks, and Dali will generate an image based on that. So there we are. This image does not exist. It is original, and it's just created on the spot. Other examples are a group of skiers preparing to ski down a mountain, a small kitchen with a low ceiling. These images are very realistic, and you can't imagine that they never existed before. It can even create more surreal images, all depending on your text prompt. So here we have a robot hand painting a self-portrait on a canvas. Children's room with a view at the space with stars and planets behind the window. These images are beautiful. An astronaut surfing on a sea turtle over a rainbow, past planets in space, digital art. So anything you can think of, Dali will bring it to life. So how does Dali work? It's a network that has access to hundreds of millions of images and their captions. So if, for example, you write the word airplane as a text prompt, it will go through all the images that have the caption airplane, and from what all these images have in common, it will recognize the image of an airplane and give you various forms of it. It can even create variations of an image. In this case, we have asked Dali to modernize a Victorian house. So the possibility it opens up for architecture are also endless. What else could it do? It can come up with new and clever inventions to solve our problems. If you're on the go, why not take your toilet with you? Another thing it can do is edit and retouch photos. So let's say you want to replace the dog with a cat. There you go. It can also create variations of an image by giving it different angles and styles. What are the cons of this AI program? It will erase the jobs of artists, photographers, and visual content creators. What are the pros? It boosts creativity for business and marketers by giving us new ideas and innovations. We can play around to create our dream house with unlimited variations. And also for people who are not involved in the arts, we can play around with it as an expressive outlet. For example, you could have it match your feelings with images. So that was the end of the Dali presentation. As you see, I kept it short and simple. I didn't use any jargon or detailed explanation about how it works. I gave an overview about how it works and what it's capable of. I believe that even though it's an informative presentation, it will keep people entertained. Now we will go through tips on how to make short videos. Ideally, the duration should be up to 2 minutes because the viewers on social media especially have a very short attention span. It's better to upload more short videos rather than fewer longer ones. That way you can gain a following and it's easier to keep the public more engaged. By using visuals, you will make your presentation, your videos more exciting and easy to follow. So visuals could be photos, images, you could use videos, charts, text and sound. It's good to make the beginning exciting because people scroll away easily. They don't give big chance to a video. The technical tools now, how to record the videos. Very easy and good solution is to record from your phone. Front screens are very convenient to use and most phones' front screens have an acceptable quality. How else would we be taking our selfies? Another great tip is to use a teleprompter to eliminate mistakes and having to retake it over and over again. You can either write your script out or better yet, just have bullet points so you can add your filters and style and to keep it more natural. A great app I have found that is on both Android and iOS is the Nano Teleprompter. Another way to record your work is through PowerPoint. It can either record your PowerPoint presentation or anything on your computer screen. If you record your computer screen, you go to record and then you press screen recording. If you want to record your slideshow with your face in the corner, like I'm doing now, you go to slideshow and then record. To edit on your phone, a great app I have found, and I've checked many, is InShot. InShot can do anything you can imagine. You can add music, voiceovers, add text, overlay videos, adjust the speed, adjust the video effects, and many, many more. It's necessary to have a microphone because sound quality is the most important thing in a video. You don't want people to struggle to listen to you. So the most basic thing you can start off with is this cable microphone with a built-in headphones with a built-in mic. Later you can upgrade to a microphone which can connect to your phone and your camera if you want, and it's a very good value for money. Another important thing is to make your life easier is to have a stand for your phone. If the lighting isn't good enough, you can buy a ring holder. Some social media platforms that are good to post on are TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, which you could upload longer videos, and Twitch. Now, I find it necessary to address the psychological barriers that keep many people from self-promoting. This was the greatest problem for me to getting started, and I still struggle with it, but it gets easier the more I push on. Many people I've talked to face a similar situation, and I think if you really want to be more outspoken about your work and you feel stuck, then you must look at the underlying issues and tackle them. So some possible reasons for being self-conscious and reserved may be that as a child you were praised for being good and achieving great results. So you're worried about doing anything that would displease others, like showing off, as in the case of making videos, or presenting a piece of work that would just be average. As a result, we play it safe and don't give the right to others to judge us. We must understand that we are safe. We are old enough to take care of ourselves, and we don't need to restrict ourselves to please others in order to survive. As children, approval made us feel safe, so we may have betrayed ourselves. We did things that didn't feel right in order to get the approval. So we ended up limiting ourselves and became fearful and embarrassed about what we truly wanted. In the end, when the people around us see us as being ourselves and being truly happy, they are happy for us. They just mistakenly thought that their advice was right for us since it was right for them. So they impose it on us because they love us. Let go of the idea of being good in order to be accepted. Just be yourself. Another reason could be the spotlight effect. This is how much we overestimate how much other people notice about us. We tend to think that there is a spotlight all the time, highlighting all of our mistakes or flaws for anyone to see. People are generally focused on themselves, their actions, their appearance, and believe others are just as aware of them. Think about you making videos and messing up, and many people watching those videos. How would you feel? Now think of a colleague of yours doing the same thing, making videos and messing up. How would you feel about them? Would you be as harsh? Would you criticize and embarrass them? Or you may not even be critical at all. You could even feel admiration for their effort and courage. No one expects anyone to be perfect. Putting yourself out there and being vulnerable not only frees you to do what you want in life, but gives others the courage to do the same. So are you afraid to post on social media? Do it anyway. The more you do it, the easier it gets. Thank you for watching, and we can't wait to see your videos.